In this episode of DadLore, Matt gets deleted.
Yash sings to this man.
And Matt realises he's going bold.
But how do we get across Georgia?
By train.
He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on the midnight train. Yeah. Said he's going back to a simpler place and time. Oh, yes, he is. Now I'll be with him. I know you will. On that midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on the midnight train.
Good. Heading down from the mountains of Mestia, we had a 12-hour bus journey to Gori. But first, we had to inch past the Abkhazian border. This is a disputed region that broke away from Georgia in the 90s, recognised only by a few countries. We had wanted to visit Abkhazia for the old Soviet space monkey labs they have there, but the border looked too sketchy, so no space chimps for us. We are in the middle of Georgia, close to the border with Abkhazia, the autonomous region, and we have faced quite a big problem. We're stuck in a village that has no electricity, and they're protesting that fact, and they're not letting anyone through until their electricity is sorted. So. And also, everyone looks at Yash because he's a small Indian man with white shorts on in like 5-degree weather for some reason, and everyone looks at him like he's like some kind of zoo attraction. The blockade seemed like it would never end, so we decided to do some people watching. Some people go on holiday to Tenerife. We choose to go to Georgia. Alright, we've had some developments. We are now in the middle of a village dispute. There is 3 main characters here. See, White Beard Man, who is, I think, the leader of this protest. There is Coat Man, who is very angry that he can't get home. And then there's Green Hood Woman, who is the loudest of them all.
We are actually in a village dispute.
We've met some Thai
tourists. They're the only other tourists here. And they're also...
They were the first car that was stopped.
got roadblocked. So, we're in an actual roadblock. Do you think it's over? You think it's over, Matt?
It's over.
It's over?
I think it's over.
It's over?
It's been 2 hours. But...
Someone got back in the car and they're clearing out now, and I think... Yes, people are moving. That's it. Nice. Let's go. Right, come on.
An agreement had been reached and we were back on the road after 3 long, tedious hours. But at least this village got their electricity back.
Thank you. It seems like no one in Georgia is ever in a rush. These men were having a whale of a time. In fact, we stopped off at 3 different bars on our 12-hour journey. The first 2 were fun, but by the third, it dragged on for just a little too long. 8 p.m. nearly. We've been on the road for 8 hours. We have another 4 to go to get to Gori. Full day of travelling. It's taking its toll.
Very drunk. Things about.
I'm with our friends. Hello, friends. Oh, shalom. Hello.
Meet Zlatko, a very troubled drunk man that liked to slap my bald head repeatedly.
Journey from hell continues.
It's midnight. We're in Gori.
Quite near to
birthplace of Stalin.
quite near to the South Ossetian border.
A drunk guy who was quite fun for about 10 minutes started getting a bit angry. He started slapping my head and pushing me and saying shut up, even though I wasn't speaking.
It's now midnight.
I managed to call the car.
We're on the motorway and we're waiting for a taxi to pick us up, to take us to our hotel. But it really is just a motorway. Like, yeah.
Even though we're having fun on this trip in Georgia, it's important to remember that only 17 years ago, Gori was under Russian occupation. In 2008, airstrikes hit the town, Russian tanks moved in, and more than 56,000 people fled their homes. Walking these same streets now, it's strange to think how recent that was. And with Russian tensions in the region still shifting today, you realise places like Gori don't ever fully step out of the shadow of their history. They just learn to live alongside it.
Gori, despite being rough around the edges and having a pretty insane history, did have a plethora of some pretty cool vehicles on offer. It also had this lovely table tennis club. And here's Matt, breaking playground equipment.
The most evil man who ever lived. And we're visiting his house.
Joseph Stalin needs no introduction. The man carved some of the darkest scars of the 20th century. The Ukrainian famine, the gulags, the political purges, to name a few. Millions of lives lost or broken. And yet, he also transformed a largely feudal empire into an industrial superpower, led the Red Army to victory against the Nazis in World War II, and reshaped the course of global history. Standing here in Gori, where he was born, you understand why people in Russia and Georgia still wrestle with his legacy today.
We're in Stalin Park right now. Thoughts?
Feels like they've stolen our homework, to be honest, with that flag. It's Stalin's house, where he had his first poo, his first pee.
I come to you from outside the house of Joseph Stalin. This is where he was born. And this is the strangest museum I've ever been to. Welcome to the Stalin Museum.
He was quite tall, wasn't he? I'm in Joseph Stalin's office. His first ever one. That was in the Kremlin before this.
While it was kinda cool to see Stalin's slippers, his cigars, his towels, the whole museum felt a bit more like a propaganda piece. A very sanitized version of a life that wasn't exactly squeaky clean, but we kept that to ourselves as to not get deleted. But the gift shop was good. Got one thing from the gift shop, a Joseph Stalin Zippo. What did you make of the museum, Yash?
No comment, we're outside the museum.
True. Yeah, true. I learned a single thing about this. You? Stalin's train.
Very Soviet looking. Oh look, that's kind of crazy. That's the old hammer and slipping up there. The Baskin Robbins over there. Zoom into that.
Do you think Stalin would approve of that?
I don't think he would.
We were very lucky to get access inside Stalin's private train, but it was also time for us to get our own train to the capital, Tbilisi.
We're on a local train.
Do I look like I fit in?
You fit right in, mate. We're on our way to Tbilisi on what is the most weathered train I've been on. My seat doesn't come forward. I'm like this.
Relax mode. And so we arrived in Tbilisi, the bustling capital of Georgia, and we soon discovered the great music scene.
Like the way you're speaking, confident speaking. I really want you, come kick it with you. You'll be my American in that one. Take that Sitcom. I'm liking this American boy. Take me on a.
We came across a market which specialised in ex-Soviet goods. We could find anything here. Here's me getting asbestos, for example.
Bloody hell. What have we found, Yash?
Found a gun knife.
Half gun. Pull that out. Huh?
Oh! Like this.
I don't think Wizz Air will allow that, unfortunately.
Hang on.
This is cartoni.
Quite unfortunately, we didn't film the moment this man chased Yash with a taser. But he did.
A life that's full, oh yeah. I traveled each and every way. Oh, more, much more than this. I did it my way.
And just like that, our time in Georgia had come to an end. We spent a couple more slow days in Tbilisi, eating too much khachapuri and kabdari, wandering aimlessly and being reminded constantly just how kind the people are here. Georgia surprised us in every way. The landscapes, the dogs, the chaos, the history, the people, the food, all of it. If you've enjoyed this little adventure as much as we did living it, please stick around and subscribe. There's plenty more DadLore ahead.